Why on earth would you mess around with something that's called the death whistle? Welcome back to Christina Watches Movies. I'm Christina. Whistle is a Shudder theatrical release that centers on a group of high schoolers who stumble upon an Aztec death whistle that summons their death if blown. I honestly went into these movies with no expectations. Shudder doesn't usually release movies theatrically if the movies are bad, at least in my experience so far. So I figured the movie would at least be watchable. It ended up exceeding that admittedly very low bar, and I was pleasantly surprised at how much I actually ended up liking it. It built a great atmosphere, and I really liked the way that it depicts their death getting closer before they actually see whatever entity that represents their death. And more than anything, I really love the needle drops in this movie. You can really tell that the movie had a robust music budget. Does it have its issues? Of course. One main issue I had was love being what assisted our main character Chris, played by Daphne Keane. I don't think any relationship that we see develop on screen, or the relationships that were developed before we enter the story, was strong enough to sell this story plot. Now, this next issue I had was a rather small one. There was a mid-credit scene. Now, I'm not the kind of person who feels like there should never be a mid-credit scene, but for this movie, I felt like this scene should have been the period at the end of the movie. I just don't personally feel like it was necessary to separate this scene from the rest of the movie with credits. I'm pretty sure they did that to up the shock factor of what you see in that scene, but honestly, I think it would have been shocking regardless. And considering most indie movies, such as this one, don't have mid-credit scenes, a lot of the audience had walked out already, I being one of them, but because I like to put in my little reviews on Letterboxd, feel free to follow me. Right as I was leaving, the mid-credit scene popped up. So I fortunately didn't end up missing it, but there were some audience members who most likely did end up missing it. If you saw Whistle, let me know down below what you thought. If you liked this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more. Until next time, bye.